is large. Okay people, welcome back to another Fwoosh review. Tonight I'm taking a look at the Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye. I know, it's weird. Looking at the box, you have a slip cover over the standard 1/12 Collective. You have the logo of Popeye, Popeye. On the side, you have the anchor tattoo. On the back, pretty promotional shots of the figure, everything that comes with the figure, different accessories. On the other side, anchor, top, that very elegant 1/12 Collective logo. On the bottom, legalese, warnings with that same glossy black on matte black. Taking the slipcover off. I always wonder how they get this plastic sheet on here and then the slipcover over it, because once you take the slipcover off, you can't get that back on there. And taking that off, you get a look at the figure, all the accessories, pretty much what the back of the box showed. Then on the back, black on black, Mezco logo. Side. Like I said, elegant, and I don't think I've ever used that word in an action figure review. So if it sounds weird, it sounds weird coming out too. Now I will admit, Popeye isn't my favorite cartoon ever. In fact, when I was a kid in the late 70s, early 80s, Popeye played a lot. So much so that it got kind of annoying after a while. It's the same feeling I have about Looney Tunes. I don't hate them. It was just every time you turned the TV on or you were waiting for another cartoon to come on, it was Looney Tunes or Popeye. But then 1980 had the, was it 1980? Yeah, I think it was. Had the Robin Williams movie, which I've been known to quote on occasion. But most of all, I was interested in getting this because of, oh no! The realistic take on a cartoon character. What is on the under tray? The rest of the stand, the plastic baggie. And what is this? Oh, jacket. I really like the plastic bag, especially since he comes with so much stuff. And getting them all out of the package and messing with them for the past hour or so, oh, blow me down. It's the Popeye I never knew I needed. But I definitely needed it. I always found Mezco kind of weird to review because I don't get as many cloth-covered figures as I do standard plastic action figures. So to talk about cloth goods, soft goods, I'm not used to it. But really looking at it, it does a good job of conveying a shirt, pants, and well, I guess really that's all the soft goods on it. There's a weird seam line running across here, but I think I can overlook it. The buttons are plastic on the front of the shirt. They feel like they're really secure, but you get down here and wait, can you see that? There's 6 simulated buttons down here, not the same hard plastic as these buttons. They're kind of a very thin plastic, how's that? And those I kind of worry about coming off the pants because it really bunches up whenever you move it. But I haven't had a problem so far, so maybe I'm just worried about nothing. Pants do look like a denim material. It's got that white seam lines in it. Also the same thing where the sleeves have been rolled up. It's got a nice pattern to kind of make it look good in this scale. Got this flap over the back. It does want to get a little bit whoop, 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 but laying it back down, not a problem. The shoes are 2-part and not part of the leg sculpt. And the boots have a really nice worn look to them. The arms have that that Popeye look that we're used to. But at the same time, there's a modeling to the skin that gives it a very creepy, realistic look. And that's the same with the anchor tattoo on it. It could be a little bit more faded, but they did a good job of making it look like an actual tattoo. And then the hands, it's more apparent on the alternate hands that you can see all the fingers. But, oh man, the dirty fingernails. I didn't think I would ever need an action figure with dirty fingernails, but when it comes to this character, I'm totally good with it. He's been working the docks. He's been working on the deck of a boat. He's down, he's dirty, he's Popeye. And it's the same thing up at the head. They could have just, went for a classic cartoony look, but Mezco really went above and beyond here to get the realistic feel. And I'm probably going to keep saying creepy. I'm probably going to keep saying it weirds me out, but it really does. The eye is nicely painted. It's got a glossy look to it. There's some shading to the skin. There's almost a stubble feel to the darker shade down here under the chin. And what a chin that is. And then the modeling again up on top. I really, really love it. Now, because the actual shape of Popeye, especially in the arms, the elbows at first seem really restricted. They get not quite 90. But if you push, you'll notice that the peg tries to come out. You can push it, you can get a little past 90, you can get even further a little bit, which is not a problem. It's hidden by the shirt right there. So if you want to do that to get more range of motion, and I don't know if that's supposed to be like that, because really, if you pull, you can pull the arm out. It's not a big deal. It's almost meant to pop out. I'm getting a little bit of fraying right here from moving the arms around. It's more right there. Just the inside seam coming out, hanging out. You can shove it back in there, and I may try snipping it later, but it does like to work itself out. Another thing, look at that six-pack on Popeye. I don't like taking the clothes off my Mezco stuff because putting it back on, I don't know if I lack the patience or what, but oh, it drives me nuts trying to get clothes back on a plastic action figure. But there's a full-on chest sculpt under there. Same for the back. It's got some kind of creases to make it more skin-like. It's got the paint the same as the arms, so it's meant to come off if you want to do that, you know, sexy Popeye running around your shelf. Same with the legs. There is some muscle definition right there. It doesn't feel like there's paint like up here, but if you want to hit it with some dull coat, model it a little bit, it would match. Going over articulation, there is a dumbbell joint at the top of the neck, and then it seemed like a ball joint down at the bottom. And because of the chin, at first I thought, oh, he can't look down, but as I pushed, that neck joint does go down to there. Can look up, tilt. Oh yeah, tilt. Figures and soft goods I usually worry about because I can't see the joints, so when I go to move it I think, oh, what am I doing? It does feel like a ball and socket comes up to there, does swivel around. We talked about the elbow. It's a single hinge with a swivel. It comes up 290. You can force it further and then swivel. Swivel hinge swivel at the wrist so you can get up and down, but if you take it, you can rotate it around, get side to side. There's a ball joint mid-torso, and there is a ball joint at the waist, so both together you can crunch pretty much forward. Arc back, tilt. Some kind of joint at the hips. They come all the way up, back, out. I'm not quite sure if that's the pants dragging or what. There is swivel at either the hip or the thigh. Knee comes most of the way up. There's a swivel at the boot. Ball joint going down into the foot itself. You can get some tilt. You got to kind of push back to get back and then forward there. For accessories, Popeye comes with 2 fists because he needs to do some punching. He comes with 2 relaxed hands. He comes with 2 different forms of grip hands, and then he comes with the pointy finger. And Mezco is still one of my favorites when it comes to switching hands. It's a softer material here, so it's just a nice meaty pop whenever you pull it off. Then you put it on, put it back on. And then the dirty fingernails I was talking about. Such a minute detail that really comes out whenever you're looking at the overall piece. That just pushes it even further over the top. He comes with 2 cans of spinach. One is just a can of spinach, you know, when he doesn't want to eat it. And then when he's finally either forced to eat it or knows he's got to buckle down and do it, here's the smash can with the spinach pouring out of the top. The closed can, it has a little patina to it. I like it's been sitting on a shelf a little bit, but the crush can really has a rust look to it, like it's been laying around. And the left grip hand, which way does it go? It's actually has finger indents in it to put it in the correct position. I just have to find it every time. There you go. Fits perfectly in there. Looks like he's crushed it. He comes with a teeny tiny compass, nice detailing inside, nice paintwork there, and the top even hinges shut in case you want to just, you know, keep it in storage or something. Comes with a spyglass. It's got a clear piece on one, well, both ends, really. Look at that. And at first it was really tight and I thought, oh, it's just a single piece of plastic. Nope, it actually folds down into itself. He comes with 3 types of hats. One, a knit cap of some kind. It just goes over, it fits on, it stays stuck. It's form fitted to the head and actually looks pretty good. I'm not used to this look for Popeye, but I like it because it's different. But he also has a sailor's cap and boop, 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 boop. There's a magnet inside of it, and I guess there's a magnet inside Popeye's skull. This is brilliant. Because of the design here, it would have been hard to do something where it just fits over his head. It would have looked wrong. And with this, it's sitting on top of his head. You can cock it forward, you can cock it to the side, you can come around to here, you can put it wherever you want. Options, beautiful, I love it. And that's the same way for his traditional, I guess, captain's hat of some kind. I don't know nautical terms, but it has the magnet too, sticks in there, to the side, back. It doesn't want to quite go all the way where you can have him taking a nap. It comes to about right there. We looked at this head. It's got the eye closed, got the eye opened, but if you pop this off, which pops beautifully, even with a magnet in his head, it's a softer material, makes for nice switching. He has an alternate head that goes right on, and it's not that super different. The only big difference is where the hole is for his pipe. there's teeth showing. This is kind of a more angrier look, I guess. On mine, the eye painted on, it's kind of looking to his right. It feels like he only has certain positions that look right. It feels off to me. And while I like both heads, I'm okay with a little bit of teeth showing. I'm better with this one because the eye is looking more forward. Now, I said we'd talk about the pipe holes, and he comes with 6 pipes. 3 with smoke coming out, 3 without. And now, as far as I can tell, these are all the same, and I think they do that in case you break one, in case you lose one, you have extras. They do the same thing with batarangs for Batman. I'm not going to complain about extra shit. Because even getting the case off, and it's not going to do it this time, well, kind of. The static from plastic on plastic, the first time I did it, it pulled a couple of the pipes out. I thought, no, I'm not losing it. The pipe with the smoke in it, the smoke is kind of elaborate. It's nicely detailed. It's kind of a 2 puffs. And yes, that's a tiny plastic stick. That is a tiny little hole. It's kind of angled up into his head, and I'd be very, very careful. I haven't broke one yet, even with all my, but I can see the possibility of that happening. And look at that. That looks, God dang, that looks really great, actually. Let's put his hat on, and then, yeah. He comes with a pretty cool longshoreman jacket, dock jacket, something. In the pictures, I thought, oh, that's such a different look. I'm going to want to use that. And like I talked about a minute ago, I just don't have the patience to do this kind of thing. Just pop his hands off, then you stuff the arms in the jacket. There is Velcro at the bottom of the sleeves, I guess, to accommodate the thicker forearms, but I haven't had to use that. My problem is I can't seem to get it all the way up to where it needs to go. And that's all on me. That's just my own personal shakiness, nervousness about tearing something, breaking something. But getting it up and over, it's not impossible. Things just seem to bunch up on me a lot. There is Velcro on the front, but there's an extra flap in there that likes to get in the way. Shut it, and yeah, it does look good. It's just not my cup of tea. I feel like it's a little bit big, a little bit bunchy. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's these getting in the way. I think they get bunched up in there, and I can't get any further up because it's holding it tight. And then finally, for accessories, he has a bag of some kind. It has his name printed on it, and then the dirt look to it like it's been sitting on the dock somewhere. It's got a pull tie that goes around in these little bitty grommets right here. When I got mine out, these were loose. I was afraid I was going to lose the rope down in there, and then there's no way I could thread that. Square knot, baby. And maybe you want to store the extra head in there. Popeye, you know, getting back to shore with severed heads in his bag. That's probably not the best thing to do. And then there's the stand. Mezco stands are probably my favorite stands. They're nice, they're tight, they hold weight, they're thick, they're substantial, they work really well. But here they put the anchor design right there, and the hole over here, they missed the opportunity to put it right in the anchor hole. Just stuff it right in the anchor hole. For comparison, here's Popeye with the Mezco 1/12 Collective Toy Fair exclusive Batman and Red Skull. And as you can see, he's not large, but he's mine. I've been waiting all review to do that. Give me a break. Here he is with the standard size Marvel Legends and Star Wars Black Series figures. This kind of works. I like Popeye as a kind of a smaller guy. It makes it more surprising when he kicks your ass. And then, as always, here he is with Gus. I am what I am, what I am, what I am. Me too, buddy. I am what I am, and nothing's gonna change that. Cha-chink. So at the end of the day, I can't help loving this thing. I just dig the concept. Take an old classic cartoon, and, well, live action movie too, but take that cartoon design, shove it into the real world, and no matter how creepy it looks, no matter how weird, it's endearing. It hits on all the notes that you want in a Popeye figure without going full cartoon or full live action. Don't get me wrong, I love all of the Mezco offerings I've gotten so far, even the superheroes in the spandex, but to me, with the cloth goods, they should stray more into characters with real clothes, suits, or this. And I want more. I want more. That's all I can say. Take some old cartoons, do the same thing. I know it's a different company, but I'd like to see some Herculoids. Let's see some Space Ghost. A Mezco 1/12 Dick Dastardly? Oh, with Muttley? That would be amazing. Scooby-Doo in this style? Oh, I'm blowing my own mind here. But as far as this goes, I'd like to see a Bluto. Just because I'm one of those guys. I have the good guy. Where's the bad guy? And then after that, we'll discuss Olive Oil and all the rest of the characters. Maybe a Wimpy. Oh, little scale plastic hamburgers. That'd be awesome. Yeah, Mezco. More of this. So if you like the review, comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.